Hello, it's Ash and welcome into this runner's injury prevention session. Well done for showing up for your knees and for your body. This is the type of work that a lot of runners skip, but you're here, well done. We're going to do a nice stability single leg balance session with a bit of a bend in there. We're going to need some equipment. Now, if you've got a wedge like this, that's absolutely ideal because that's what we're going to be using. If not, you can use a blanket or a cushion, a sofa cushion or something. We can substitute and modify it with that. We're also going to need some kind of band that we can use around our thighs. So pause the video and get those now if you haven't already. And we're going to make a start on our first exercise. So we're going to come into our left foot and we always make a really good foot contact. So we spread the toes out slightly and we make a good contact with the foot, and we always keep that foot nice and strong. We try and push down through the big toe and the ball of the big toe. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the hands forwards as if we're holding a beach ball in front of our chest. We're going to kick that right heel backwards and nice and slowly just start to hover that right foot up off the floor and reach the hands forwards as if you're flying forwards like some kind of superhero, and come back up to standing. Just going nice and slow. Now, as you do this, I want to make sure that your bum, your glute muscles are working. So around that hip to support that hip. So reach the hands forwards, kick that heel back nice and slow. A little pause at the furthest point. Don't push your balance too much and then come back up to standing. Okay, so we're continuing to do this nice and slowly in this pace. So make sure you push that big toe and the ball of the big toe down. And as we're doing that, we're making sure we get that good connection from the foot going all the way through the lower leg into the thigh, into the bum. So the bum should be working. If it's not, what you can do is, as you lean forwards, you can tap with the left hand to signal to your brain to switch on your bum muscles and your bum. You can tap and squeeze your bum against the tapping. Okay, we're nearly there. We're doing about a minute on each side. Again, it doesn't matter how many we get. We're not focusing on quantity, we're focusing on quality. So just step up now. Now we should be feeling some kind of like burn in the foot, maybe in the thigh, maybe in the bum as well. A little bit of a burn in those areas. If we are, those are the right areas. Well done. Okay, spread the right toes. Push the right toe into the floor, the big toe particularly. And then let's go nice and slow for about a minute. Coming forwards with that beach ball, kick that left heel back. You don't have to go as far as me, so wherever your balance is, you just go nice and slow. A little pause, and then coming back up to standing. So we go really slow to start everything. Again, we're just doing this forwards and back as I talk. We're doing this really slow to make sure that we're signaling to the brain to activate the correct muscles. So it's like we're setting the scene for the body and the brain. It's like we're saying, right, this is what we're going to be doing. Now, can you switch these muscles on, please? Okay, so keep breathing as we do it. Again, making sure good foot contact, push the big toe in, and then all the way through the leg, through the thigh, up into the bum. If the bum's not active, just give it a little tap, a few taps as you come forwards. Again, so your brain can squeeze the muscle against the tapping. Last one. Ooh, a little bit of a wobble, and then come out of that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to work into a muscle that's just behind the knee here, so the popliteus muscle, but also we're going to work into the hip as well. So I'm going to demonstrate this first. Now we're going to need to use a wall or a chair or something to hold on to that will help our balance, because we're focusing more on the hip dropping rather than the balance. So we want to aid our balance. Now what we're going to do is, I'll show you this from this angle. I'm going to come forwards from this angle here. Actually, I can't kick the wall back. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come forwards. I'm going to hold on to, so I'm with my left leg. I'm going to hold on to something with my right leg. And then what I'm going to do from here, as I'm reaching out, I'm going to drop my right hip down. I'm going to hold it for 5 seconds. Now I'm going to feel that in that left hip area, possibly into the lower leg as well. And then I'm going to lift that left hip up nice and high. I'm going to open it up towards the sky. So then I'm going to drop it back down and then open it up. So I'm going to drop and hold for 5, squeeze it back up, come back down. We're going to do that 4 times, so for 20 seconds. Okay, so left foot, good contact into the floor. Slowly come forwards in towards the edge of your limit of your balance and take right hand. Now you just apply like a support to that, so not fully like taking the weight into the hand. Now a slightly bent left knee. Drop the right hip down. Now we should feel that stretch and open up the left hip, possibly into that left knee as well, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In this same position now, try and open up that right hip up to the sky. So you're kicking that hip up nice and high, and it almost looks like half moon pose in yoga. Slowly drop that right hip down. Again, we're going to feel that stretch and open up that hip and lower leg area. Drop the right hip down, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the hip up, open up. Nice and slow. Use that left hip muscle to do that. Slowly drop the right hip down again. Kick that right heel back. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and open. You can feel everything working, stretching and strengthening. One more time. Try not to put too much weight into the right hand, remember. Drop that right hip. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lift that hip up. And then come back up and then feel the after effects. Now feel all of that work from the hip all the way down the leg to the foot. Can you feel how that's really worked into those areas and all of those areas that work in coordination? So if we have something going wrong or weak in that chain or tight or imbalanced, we can see how some issue at the foot could affect the knee area, or it could affect the hip area. We could get pain there. So that's how the body as a closed chain system all works together, and it can create issues up and down the body. So we're trying to work on strengthening those areas in coordination. Okay, right foot into the floor, make a good connection. Now slowly lean forwards, take hold of the left hand onto that wall or whatever it is, kick that right heel back. Now drop that left hip down, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open up that left hip nice and slowly to the sky. Use the right hip to do that, nice and strong through the right hip bum area. Slowly drop that left hip down. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly squeeze. Open that hip again. So if you see I'm opening and showing my hips to the camera, come back down nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and hold. So for me, I'm feeling this a lot more in my lower leg on this side compared to my hip. I'm hardly feeling any on my hip. So drop that left hip down. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and open up. What do you notice about each side? Okay, and then come back down. So again, you can see how just walking about, moving, sitting in certain positions, we hold but we stand into one leg more than the other. We hold ourselves in lots of imbalanced positions that actually causes a lot of imbalances. So again, working on them is a really good way to try and undo some of the everyday imbalances that we'd get. Okay, so can you feel again all of the work that we've done? How does it feel? Okay, so we're going to get the band now. We're going to put it above the knees. Single leg balance exercise on the left leg again, so left leg standing in. Now what we're going to do is stand into that left foot, and now we're going to bring that right knee up off the floor. Now we're going to try and pull, so I'll demonstrate it and then we'll do it together. So I'm going to try and pull this knee slightly away, which is going to pull this knee into what's called a knee valgus, like it's turning in. That's what we don't want, so we want to try and strengthen the hip and the lower leg muscles, the stabilising muscles, by pushing that knee slightly against this force to activate those muscles, okay? Really strong foot as well. So what we're going to do is lift that right foot up, we're going to open up that knee, we're going to hold, and we're going to try and just drop slowly into sort of like a slow pulse here, like a quarter pulse squat like this. That's going to burn the hips, it's going to burn the thigh and the lower leg and the foot if we're working it correctly, okay? So get ready, we're going to go for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So breathe and try and keep the head over that front foot. Trying to keep this left knee from coming inwards. But you are actually trying to pull this other knee away from that left knee to try and make it do that, if that makes sense. So you have to really challenge it, and then that knee and all the hip muscles have to work. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come out that. I should feel a really good burn in the bum, the thigh and the leg, lower leg. If you was doing it correctly, well done. Okay, make a good connection onto this foot. Again, hover the foot, open up that knee, and let's go down 30 seconds. Again, pull that knee away, slow pulse up and down, breathe, smile. Try and relax your jaw and your shoulders. Again, nice and slow and controlled. Keep breathing. Got 10 seconds, you're doing really well. Try to focus on the quality rather than the quantity. It doesn't matter how many we get, but it's about how good we're doing the exercise. And time, well done. Oh, did that burn? So which side burnt more and where? So again, when you can feel that, when you can listen to that, when you can figure that out, we are resting, by the way, when I'm talking, so don't worry, just take the rest. So when you can feel that and figure it out, then you can target specific things. So I've got a weakness here, or I've got tightness there. If there's one clear area on one side that is really weak, then what you can do is pause the video and do an extra set on the weaker side, okay? So but we're gonna go back and do one more set on each side of that, okay? So back onto the left foot for 30 seconds. Get ready, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Again, smooth and controlled. Relax the shoulders, the jaw, the arms. Smile. Pull that knee away from the other knee to really challenge those hip and lower leg stabilizing muscles. Well done. Coming up to this last 5 seconds, you're doing really well. Stay controlled. I know what it's like, it's burning. Try and keep your hips stable. And time. Oh, that's a burner. Fantastic work. Did it burn? Well done. Okay, let's go on to the other side. Make a good foot connection. Let's get ready to go. Bring that foot up. 3, 2, 1, and let's go again. Smooth and controlled. Smoothly down, smoothly up. Always slightly engaging your tummy muscles, so your abs area, your ab. You've got more than one ab. Well done. Again, breathe, relax into it. Try not to tense, whoa, wobble and fall like that, and not concentrating. 5 seconds, well done. You can do it, come on. Control, breathe, and time. Well done. How was that? Take the band off, a little woohoo. You can get rid of that. Good riddance to the band. Now we're going to use, I'll show you the modification, so you rest whilst I show you the exercise. Now we can use, so if you're using a blanket or a cushion, what we're going to do is stand half of the foot, or probably 3/4 of the foot on the cushion or pillow, with the big toe and sort of just on the inside of the heel off the cushion. So what that's doing is it's forcing the knee inwards. So I'll show you from this angle so you can see. So I'm like this. So the big toe, the knuckle of the big toe and the heel on the inside are on the mat. The rest of the foot is on the cushion or the block. I'm going to go onto the wedge because it's even more exaggerated. And then what that's doing is it's pushing the knee inwards. So again, when we've got weak hip and when we've got weak stabilizing muscles around that popliteus area, what happens is that knee will go in and it'll cause a lot of issues. Maybe even if we've got a weak arch of the foot, again, it's not creating that strength and stability. The knee will go in, we'll get issues in the ankle, we'll get issues in the foot like plantar fasciitis, we'll get issues in the shin splints, we'll get issues in the knee, lots of runner's knee pain and things like that. We'll also might even get popliteus issue, we might even get a hip issue, because every single step we take, this is an exaggeration, but it will be doing this. So we're going to try and counter that. We're going to, again, same thing, trying to push the knee out, working those hip muscles, but also the foot muscle as well, and really getting that big toe and the arch of the foot strong. So what we're going to do is stand in that position, again, just doing those quarter squats like this. And again, my knee's going to want to go in like that. I'm going to try and keep it stable over that big toe and sort of more to the mid toe as well. So if you've got a wedge, again, you can stand the in foot at the inside of the foot like that, and it's going to really push in. Again, I'm just going to do those quarter squats, really pushing me into excessive pronation. Okay, so we're going to go for 30 seconds. We'll go left side first. Get ready, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So quarter squat, woo, and back down. Use those hands for balance. Really push into that big toe. You can feel how the arch of the foot and the big toe muscle have to really work to stabilise. Push that knee out. Breathe. Hip muscles should be working. If they're not, give them a tap. Well done. Ooh, nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and time. Well done. How was that? So good work. So let's go to the other side. So when I was talking quite a lot and explaining on that before the previous exercise, that's when we can take the rest. So I sort of talk roughly around about a minute and try and time it well with the rest. So if you think, oh, it's just talking, just crack on with it. There's a reason. Okay, so let's go on to the other side. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Okay, keep breathing. That's it. So this is the type of work, real specific work I get all of my clients online to do. So if you're not sure what to do, if you want some structure, you want me to help you run better, you can have a look at the free 7-day program in the link in the description. We're nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and time, and step up, have a little pedal. How did that feel? Well done. So you can get that free 7-day program. We're going to go back onto the left foot. You can get the free 7-day program where you see what it's like to have a free structured program for a week, and then also there's the coaching options in the link in the description below, or if you're on a TV watching this, have a look at runbetterwithash.com and all the coaching options there. And ultimately, again, that's what I do. I help runners run better. Okay, so we're going to go back onto that left foot, 30 seconds. Last set. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Again, like quarter squat, drive back up. Try and keep the knee over the foot so it's not turning inwards. Nice and strong. If the hip muscles, the bum muscles are not working, give them a tap. Gently squeeze the abs as well. You can feel the foot and the lower leg muscles working. Hopefully you can feel the thigh and the bum as well. You're doing really well. 5 seconds. Don't go too fast. Again, quality over quantity. And time. Fantastic work. So for me, my foot was working a lot there as well. Right into the hip. Could you feel that? Well done. Let's switch around. Let's go to the other side. Last set. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So keep breathing. So I got asked a question in the comments about, do you not want us to comment anymore? And it's just, I probably don't ask for comments and likes anymore because it's just getting a little bit overwhelming in terms of trying to get back to them all. But I do try and read as many of them. I do try and reply within a week of the video going live to most of the comments, or pretty much all of them. 5 seconds, but it's just a little bit overwhelming to comment to every single video. And time, well done. Okay, have a little bit of a pedal out, but absolutely, please do comment and let me know how you found this video, what issues you're having. You know, if there's any videos that you'd like to see, or just generally, I might just say thanks. I do try and read them all. I try and reply to as many as possible, so I do really appreciate that. Thank you. So let's just have a little bit of a pedal out and feel from the feet down all the way into the hips. Can you feel all of the work that you've just done? Just stand on one leg. Feel how much more stable and secure and strong that feels. Stand on the other leg. Again, well done. So fantastic work. Well done for putting this strength work into your body. So this is the type of stuff, again, that we want to be doing every single week. If you want that free program, have a look in the link in the description below or at runbetterwithash.com. But well done for showing up for your knees to try and hopefully avoid that dreaded runner's knee pain, to improve your stability, improve your single leg strength. This is going to help you as a runner. You know, you're going to get stronger, you're going to get more stable, you're going to get more power out of your hips, and you're ultimately going to help you prevent those typical runner's injuries. So fantastic work, well done, and I shall see you in the next video.